With gold setting all-time highs and the silver price shooting up as we speak, the question is silver a good investment opportunity? Hey guys, welcome back. Nathan here, and I'm going to be talking about a big opportunity I see in silver right now. You might not realize, but gold has set an all-time high this week in the US dollar, and it's been setting all-time highs across the world in all the different currencies. Well, silver, as I'm recording this video, is starting to break out as well. I'm really excited to share some insights into the precious metals, and by the end of this video, you're gonna know why they are both starting to take off. I'm going to be sharing with you the 3 reasons why I think silver is going to double or triple over the next 1 to 2 years. So if you like anything in this video, be sure to click that like button. That would be much appreciated. Okay, sit back and relax, as here is the opportunity I see in silver right now. Firstly, a quick disclaimer.
This video is for education purposes only. You should seek investment advice from a registered professional before making any investment decision. This video is not responsible for any investment actions taken by its viewers.
So let's take a look at the market size. I'll draw up a chart here, and on the left-hand side, we're looking at the trillions of dollars, and across the bottom, we're going to be comparing different markets. We're looking at the gold market, the crypto market, and the silver market. So how big is the gold market? So the gold is approximately a $3 trillion market. And crypto today stands at roughly 1/3 of a trillion. And the silver market, yep, that's the silver market. Investable silver is around about 20 billion. So if you thought the crypto market was small, silver is a tiny market. Zooming out, all I've done is added stocks, global stocks, onto the chart to give a bigger perspective. And this shows that gold is actually quite a small market, but then crypto is a really small market and silver is barely noticeable. Here are the 3 reasons why I think there's a big opportunity in silver right now. Number 1, the current climate. You see, silver is also a precious metal, and precious metals generally do well when the economy isn't. So is the economy doing well? Well, let's take a look. First up is some key metrics and the unemployment rate. So this goes back about 70 years, and you can see employment pretty much hovers around about the 5% mark. But obviously what has just happened, it's shot up right up to 15%, which is triple. And since it's come back, and I think it's sitting around about here. But historically, unemployment is really, really high right now. Next up is GDP, gross domestic product, and results will be coming out shortly, but the Atlanta Fed is predicting Q2 GDP to be around about here, negative 35%, and it hasn't been this bad ever since the Great Depression, almost 100 years ago. And finally, obviously, we're in the middle of a pandemic. So this is showing daily new cases and daily deaths. Daily new cases, as you can see, the trend line is still going up. And with daily deaths, it was falling for quite a while, but you can see the trend has now reversed and it's now heading back up, which is causing, obviously, a lot of fear and doubt in the economy. So is the economy doing well? It doesn't look like it. Number 2, the gold-silver ratio. So what is the gold-silver ratio? It's pretty much how many ounces of silver does it take to buy 1 ounce of gold. And silver will fluctuate from overvalued to undervalued across time. So the modern day low, we can see it was 14 ounces of silver to buy 1 ounce of gold, and that was back in 1980. We did have a high where it took 100 ounces of silver to buy 1 ounce of gold, and that was in 1990. And then more recently, the gold-silver ratio shot up to 123. So what should the gold-silver ratio be? What is fair value? Well, let's listen to Keith Neumeyer of the precious metal mining company First Majestic Silver.
Back in the 1500s, what should we value the sterling at? 16 to 1, because there's 16 ounces. So King said, okay, fine. So that was his view of what was in the Earth's crust compared to gold, 16 to 1. And that number's held up over the years. But we're mining 8 to 1. So we're actually mining less than what the scientists think that's available in the Earth's crust, which tells you that silver is way more unique or way more rare than what the market actually thinks it is. So if the price actually traded at close to its mining rate, which of course I just said is 8 to 1, that's going to put triple-digit prices on silver. And then gold.
So what he was basically saying is that historically, the gold-silver ratio has been 16 ounces of silver to 1 ounce of gold. He is in a mining company and he's telling us that what they're actually mining right now is 8 to 1. And what is more scary is that today the gold-silver ratio is at 80 to 1. So this is saying that gold should be double or triple what it is today to get back to historic normals. And number 3, market drivers. You see, silver is not just a precious metal, it's also used in industry. And how much of it is used? Is it going to be used a lot in the coming years? Well, let's take a look. The first mega industry is solar. You see, every single solar panel contains silver. So as the solar industry booms, there's going to be a big demand on silver. Next up, electric vehicles. You see, every electric car and every battery contains silver. So as we go through this huge electric EV boom, they're going to need a lot more silver. And finally, the smartphone that is pretty much in every single person's hand, as well as the personal computer and computers in offices all around the world, well, these also contain silver. So if we take a bad economy right now and we times it by the fact that they're pulling silver out the ground at a ratio of 8 to 1, yet the current ratio is 80 to 1, then we times that by these mega industries of solar, electronic vehicles, and electronics, what you get when you mix these all together is a big opportunity. So there's probably 3 main ways that you can get involved in silver. You can buy the actual bullion itself, and you can buy the coins or the bars in 1 ounce or half ounce or kilos. You can buy the stocks of silver mining companies, or you can go through a fund. And there's obviously pros and cons to everything. I'd say the key ones are, with bullion, the good thing is that it's outside of the financial system. You can take this stuff home, and there's no third-party risk. And it does have a 5,000-year track history. The negative is that the bullion dealers, because of supply and demand, are adding quite a big margin on silver. So they're adding about 20% on top of what it currently costs right now. With silver stocks, you can get great leverage. So as the silver price goes up, the stock of silver companies can be going up in multiples. So you can get good leverage. Downside is, obviously, it's a third party. These mining companies can go out of business, so you will have to do some due diligence to get the right companies. And if you go through a fund, funds can be great because they're a low-cost way to invest. However, it does take a slightly higher financial IQ to know the ins and outs of ETFs, so maybe not so perfect for an absolute beginner. So there you go, guys. You can now see why I think there's a big opportunity in silver right now. Precious metals historically do well in a bad economy. Silver is currently undervalued when compared with gold, and with the increasing demand of solar, electronics, and electric vehicles, you can now see why the silver price is starting to shoot up. Okay, so if you found anything useful in this video, be sure to click that like button. That'll be much appreciated and it really helps out the channel. If you haven't yet subscribed, then click the subscribe button below and join us. In a couple of days, I'm going to be talking about the best-selling personal finance book of all time. So be sure to look out for that one. And tell me, what do you think about silver? Have you invested in silver yourself? Do you think it's a good opportunity? Let me know, post your comments below this video. Okay, cheers guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.